It's 7 a.m. and our second day at San Pedro de Atacama. Today we will be exploring the Altiplano region, which means we will be driving up from 2500 meters to above 4000 meter elevation. We will be driving around 150 kilometers towards the northeast of San Pedro into the Altiplano region. Altiplano is the high-altitude plateau mainly located in Bolivia but extends into Peru, Chile, Argentina as well. It's the most extensive area of high plateau on Earth outside of Tibet and is dominated by volcanoes around it. The Altiplano has been home to the Inca people. Today some of its areas are populated by Aymara natives as well. Well, this is the point where Tropic of Capricorn passes. On right hand side is the biggest salt flat in Chile, which is called SalardeAguas. So we are now at Socaire village, which is a small and picturesque town with typical architecture of the region. We have already bought our tickets for Altiplano entrance and we will be getting them validated here before we can move forward. So our first stop in the Altiplano region is the Lagunas, Miscanti and Miñiques, which is located at 4150 meters. And because they sit at the alpine level, the route to the lakes from the desert is mostly vertical with steep climbs and tight turns. It's a breathtaking landscape here that invades us with its absolute silence and with tufts of yellow grass, densely saturated lagoons and the purple-colored volcanoes all sitting below the brightest blue skies. Cerro Miñiques volcano and Cerro Miscanti tower over this lake. So one interesting fact about these lakes is the stark difference in the color of the two lakes. Miscanti feeds Miñiques Lake, but while the waters flow from one lake to another, they pass through igneous rocks, filtering the water into a completely different color. We spotted some flamingos and vicuñas in this area. Vicuñas are the wild ancestors of domestic alpacas, which fall under the camel family. Unlike alpacas, however, vicuñas don't produce much wool. Our next stop is going to be SalardeAguas Caliente, which is going to be another 50 kilometers drive further into Altiplano region. So SalardeAguas Caliente is a hot water salt flat and is due to the thermal sources of water here. We are now walking towards the viewpoint called Pierda Rojas, which owes its name to the reddish rocks that dominate the landscape and contrast with the intense blue of the sky and the surrounding lagoons. I was mesmerized by these color palette from white, yellow to orange, brown and red. The oxidation of iron in the Altiplano rocks has created a surreal scarlet-toned landscape that seems to belong to another world. Few interesting facts about Altiplano. Bolivia's largest salt flat, which is Salar de Uyuni, falls under Altiplano region. The largest higher altitude lake, which is Lake Titicaca in Peru, is also part of Altiplano region. As I had mentioned in my other video, Atacama Desert is seeing a boom in astrotourism, which means a lot of people come here for stargazing due to high altitudes and clear skies. There are a lot of astronomy tours from San Pedro de Atacama, which shows various stars and planets with big telescope setups. It's 4 p.m. and we are back to San Pedro de Atacama, and we saw this local carnival parade in San Pedro full of music and fun.